today. This is your girl, Splendora Styles. Okay, we got a little bit of interference up in here, but we're going to keep on going anyway. Okay, but jumping right in to today's toxicity is for a lesson, not for a lifetime. It is called Okie Dokie Conscientious. Now, what am I talking about? This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking to all you nice people out there. Okay, you like me, we need to know what it means to be nice. Okay, we got to stop being nice. That's it in a nutshell. We have to stop being nice. You know, nice means you're ignorant. Nice means you know it's wrong, but you go do it anyway. What I mean by you go do it anyway, when you know someone's treating you wrong, but you're nice to them anyway. And I know the Bible says turn the other cheek and all kind of other stuff to make you put up with your oppressor. And it doesn't matter who the oppressor is. It could be your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your mama, your daddy, the dog, the kids. It doesn't matter. And then a lot of people use your love as a weapon. Okay? They want you to fall for the okie dokie. Or as black folks say, the okie doke. Okay? They want you to fall for that. They want you to keep being nice while they act like they don't understand. They're confused. They just can't deal with it. They just can't face it. Yeah, they do fake it though. You know, and they can be very manipulative with you because they know you're nice. And what brings this to mind is I was having a conversation with my children, you know, and you know, when they get older, when they become older and more mature, they start seeking the parents out for advice. The same advice they didn't want to listen to when they were younger. Now they seek that advice out. And they were confiding in me some things about some of their close friends, right? And I said, you know, I gave my assessment. The people, would just say the ones that are supposed to be more mature were not being, they weren't being right. Okay? They were manipulating these people, you know, and it's sad. It's sad when people do things to you. Let's say, for instance, let me just narrow this down, bring it down to eye level here. Let's just say we have someone in a dynamic, we'll say boyfriend and girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever you want to call it, right? Now, the wife, let's say the wife typically is the one that does all the giving. Does all the building because she believes in love. She believes in the idea of it. She believes in the essence of it. And she's been taught that it's her job to build this relationship. She's been taught that a man is going to be a man, right? And so a lot of women who are not taught, who do not know, put up with a lot of things that they should not put up with. Now, that can also be in a friendship dynamic. You know, you always have, in any relationship, one is always stronger than the other. Okay? Those roles may switch from time to time. But a lot of times, oftentimes, the one that's the stronger one, the one that's had a more streak record of success, the one that's been has more life experience, typically can manipulate wrongfully the nice one, the one that's just happy-go-lucky like myself. I'm not naive though, okay? The one that's happy-go-lucky, just go with the flow, whatever God say is all right with me, okay? And a lot of times people will take people like myself because we exhibit kindness and a nurturing nature. We don't come at you hard unless we just have to, you know, and they take it for granted, and they take it as we're fools, you know, and let's say something go down, right? Typically the nice one, even though they didn't do anything to merit the wrong, the situation, they didn't do anything. And they say to themselves, you know, I'm not going to call first. I'm not going to do this. And the other person will intentionally, conscientiously not call you. Because they know that you want this relationship to work. They know what your friendship with them means to you. It means the same to them. But because they want you to fall for the okie doke of their silent treatment and their cold shoulder. They want you to do the calling when they did the wrong. They want you to do the coming back when they're the ones that left. They want you to do the about face when they're the ones that went down below the belt. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you, what am I telling you? What I'm telling you is don't fall for the okie doke anymore. Starting today, starting right now. I don't care if you have to go cry yourself to sleep. I don't care if you need to go sit at the buffet, pull the chair up to the buffet bar. Do not give in when you know you're right. And I'm not talking to the one that's doing the manipulating, the victimizer. You know, a lot of times, you know, just like some of our snow people out here, you know, they make themselves to be the biggest victim, and they're the victimizer. And you have someone in your life that is victimizing you verbally, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. Do not pick up that phone. Do not go back to them. If there's going to be any mending, they need to do it. I don't care if it takes them a lifetime. And don't you wait on it. Don't wait on them to have a conscientious thought of doing the right thing. Do not wait on them to see your value. Do not wait on them. Do not wait on an apology. You go on about your life. Go on about your day. You know, put it in the Lord's hands, repent for your part to whatever you did that you feel like you was wrong. And then if you don't know what you did wrong, you can ask God, Universe, Harold to show you what you did wrong so you can get it right in your heart. But making the first move, no, we're not doing that anymore. We're not taking the scriptures out of context. We're not taking our love and allowing it to be weaponized against us. You know, people use your love as a weapon. They will. They will use your resources as a weapon against you. Know what they're doing. And it just really pains me when I hear grown people, especially men, talking about, well, I just didn't know. Bro, get the H on, man. You did know. You knew what you was doing. You expected her to put up with it. You knew what you were saying. You expected her to swallow it. But she didn't. She woke up to herself and said, you know what? I knew what you was when I met you. He'll say the same thing to some females because they do the same thing, the same way. You know, and it's like, you knew in the beginning, the nice person, you knew in the beginning they was a headache. You knew in the beginning they were hurt and maimed. You knew in the beginning they were dangerous. You just thought that they would be different for you. And we all think that. And sometimes they are different for us. Yes, they are. There are some people out there who really do want to change. There are some people out there who really want someone to love and to care for and to give and take. There are some people out there who will not use their handicaps, who will not use their shortcomings, who will not use their history as an excuse to keep on being stuck on stupid. Well, you know, I'm ADD as an adult, or ADHD, and I can't think. Yes, you can. The mere fact that you can say that lets me know you have some type of control beyond what you're saying. You just use it as a crutch, just like my granddaughter that day in kindergarten. She don't do that now. She's about 13 now. She don't do that now. This is not going to be a weapon. Your handicap is not going to be a weapon. You know, and I hear so many men, and I'm not harping on the men. You know, I love men, okay? But I hear some men, well, you know, when they're like the dude in the 10-year relationship that's no longer, you know, they're divorced now. Okay, it's final. She's moved out a long time ago. His thing is always, well, you know, I never had a father there. I didn't learn from my father. What in the world, man? Get out of here with that. All these fine examples of men, black men, white men, Mexican men, you know what I'm saying? Mixed up men, don't know what they are. We love them anyway. All these wonderful men out here, you can look on your phone and Google and research and make a decision to learn from them, to model after them. That's your excuse at 50, 60, 70? To keep doing the wrong thing, to keep saying the wrong thing, and you just want her or them To keep falling for that okie doke? Why have trust issues? That's a choice you're making. You're choosing not to trust yourself. You're choosing not to trust your decisions. And that gives you license to trash someone. That gives you license to hurt someone. That gives you license to cheat. That gives you license to lie. Really? I understand, nice person. They're making a conscientious choice not to call, not to come by, not to get it right, not to say they're sorry, not to admit they're wrong, not to look at the man in the mirror, not to be self-reflective. They're making a conscientious choice. And they're hoping and praying, almost casting, okay. They're almost doing the crazy stuff to try to get you to call, pulling on your emotions, for those who are empathic, for those who are intuitive, for those who have strong discernment, for those who are in depth in spiritual knowledge. Pull on you. You know what I'm saying? Call on you, everything. And here you are feeling guilty. No, sir. No, ma'am. We're not going to feel guilty any longer for being right. And if there will be any amends made, they will do it. And that's that. Okay? No more okie dokie. No more falling for the conscientious manipulator. All right? Yeah, I gotta go. I was on my way out the door and this hit my head like, okay, I need to say something. So here I am. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. I love you more than words can ever express. Bye now.